like when it's not all tied up together. Into the dirty fuel, out nice and clean, and all right. We had our day tank, I filled it up, and when I got over here and we parked, I noticed that my fuel water separator had a bunch of garbage in the bottom of it. So rather than pay a lot of money to have the fuel polished, I figured I'd make my own little fuel polishing rig, and then I'd keep it on the boat for other countries. When I'd buy fuel, I could make sure it was clean. So now I am going to be pumping the diesel fuel out where the sending unit used to be for the fuel gauge here. It didn't work anyhow, so I took it out. I'll pump the fuel out, run it through the filter and into the jugs, clean the tank as much as we can, put it back together with a new fuel sending unit, and the fuel will be good. Hook up the wires to the battery. Just going to use the generator battery because I have a lot of batteries hooked together. I don't want to have more power than I need. Back to the negative. Make sure it's on there good. See how much fuel you have in this jug. Here we go. Let's see if it works.
Is it full?
Probably not from what I can see, but I want to check because I've already ran one of these over once before.
No. 3/4.
I ran into a little problem. I only have 7 yellow diesel fuel jugs. And as much as I hate people putting diesel fuel in gasoline jugs and gasoline in diesel fuel jugs, I had to use a gas jugs. I used 2 of them, but I did put a stick tag on it with a wire tie so it can't be confused. This gives me 8, 7, 9 jugs, but I'm still short, so I'm going to have to find some more jugs. But the hard part is getting them out of here.
that's where the V is.
Yep, that's the bottom of the tank to the top. And it's pretty much at this level.
Like halfway? So that's 35 gallons you took? Or 45?
45 already. And I've
And-
got this much to go.
So you need a lot more gallon. That's a lot. You said it's not full.
Well,
Well,
I'm gonna have to get some kind of drum or something, dump my into it,
mm,
and then refill them up again.
our day tank, fuel day tank of our boat is like exactly like this.
This was a 1973 Gulf Star that was allowed to rot out, and it was laid out exactly like ours, so this is what is under the floor of ours. So I can check.
Okay, I hope this is the last gallon.
They said it's a 75-gallon day tank. I've already got 70 gallons filtered and out. This should be the last.
I hope so. Pumped. See.
This one's too thick to see through.
I can see it. Oh, up behind. No, the other side. I see
I see it now.
There's the pump thing. That's the hole. It don't look like only 1 gallon left. I mean, one container. Stop. Okay. It looks like there's more to it. You know?
Well, I'm going to go till it's empty.
Okay. So that's, you said the day tank is only 75 gallons,
Well,
right?
yep, and this is, I just took the 75th gallon out.
So it might be over 100.
Well, we don't know.
The one we saw, you said how many gallons is that? The one that chucked
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, that was at least 125.
125. Oh, you need more gallons. Oh. All right.
I tied the hoses up so that it wouldn't drip when we carried it out of the engine room, but basically I put a 10 micron filter and a diesel transfer pump. Stick this hose down in the tank, turn the pump on, pump it out so I put it in these jugs, and that cleans it to 10 microns on the way, and my own fuel polishing system. Just clips to the 12-volt battery and goes. Looks like when it's not all tied up together. Into the dirty fuel, out nice and clean,
And pumped it.
now I can change the filter and be ready to go for the next time.
So that's it. It's done.
All done except changing the filter. I want to have it clean, new, ready to go.
Good project.
So,
A DIY. Oh,
fuel polishing.
I thought I was gonna say a gas station, a fuel station, on the go.
Fuel polishing.
Somehow our tank it didn't run out of fuel, so I would say it's a fuel station. So
They said I had, when I bought the boat, the people thought it had a 75-gallon day tank, they called it. They cut a boat up like this, and it had they said 125 gallon tank. Sailing Not Shore came in, theirs is 125 gallons. I said, why does mine only have 75 gallons? So I took 130 plus gallons, maybe 131, 132 gallons out of our tank. A lot more than 75. You can see this has some dirt laying around. The filter must have really done its job. And I'm going to put a new one on, 10 micron. Even though my boat uses a 20 micron, I'll just do it a little better. And when I pump this back to put fuel back in the boat, I'll polish it again with 10 microns to ensure that nothing got past. Have my new fuel filter. Put a little bit of oil on the gasket. And we'll throw this away now and be ready to go for the next time. When I put it back in the boat, I'll filter it again and put it in the boat. Done deal.